welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna be listening to the band America for the first time. This song is called A Horse with No Name and they are undiscovered territory for me. I have never heard of them before, but I do know they are a British American band formed in 1970 and they do rock, which I absolutely love. Different variations of it, but I'm very excited to check it out. If you're new to the channel, please make sure to subscribe and join our community. I'm super excited to check this out, so let's go ahead!
On the first part of the journey, I was looking at all the life. There were plants and birds and rocks and
This is very soft.
There was sand and hills and rain. The first thing I met was a fly with a buzz and the sky with no clouds. The heat was hot and the ground was dry, but the air was full of sound. I've been through the desert on a horse with no name. It felt good to be out of the rain. In the desert, you can't remember your name, because there ain't no one for to give you no pain. La 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 la.
Ooh!
La 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 la. After 2 days.
Okay, straight up, this has a very soft vibe. I don't know what I was expecting, but definitely not this. Like the harmonies, and it's just like a narration. Somebody's narrating the story, what they went through, and everything is just like revolving around two chords and this very sensitive voice.
After 2 days in the desert sun, my skin began to turn red.
Ooh!
After 3 days in the desert fun, I was looking at a riverbed, and the story it told of a river that flowed made me sad to think it was dead. You see, I've been through the desert on a horse with no name. It felt good to be out of the rain.
Harmonies!
In the desert, you can't remember your name, 'cause there ain't no one for to give you no pain. La, 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 la.
Hold on now. Wow, this is...
After 9 days, I let the horse run free, 'cause the desert had turned to sea. There
Oh,
were plants and birds and rocks and things. There was sand and hills and rings. The ocean is a desert with its life underground and the perfect disguise above. Under the cities lies a heart made of ground, but the humans
so he went through like this whole traumatic story and his horse was along with him and then he gave him up because, you know, the desert got flooded or something like that. But I don't know, it seems like so chill and simple until you really listen to it. Like you just noticed such subtle and soft back harmonies, back vocals, little guitar licks here and there, and little instruments that you wouldn't even realize they were using.
birds and rocks and things. There was sand and hills and rings. The ocean is a desert with its life underground and the perfect disguise above. Under the cities lies a heart made of ground, but the humans will give no love.
This is a deep story.
See, I've been through the desert on a horse with no name. It felt good to be out of the rain. In the desert, you can't remember your name, 'cause there ain't no one for to give you no pain. La, 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 la.
I love the chorus. I love it. groove, I gotta say. Yeah, I gotta say, the groove is like... all the instruments together just form a story for the brain and a feeling for the heart. This was very interesting. I totally did not expect it. I mean, that is the case with most of these bands that I'm listening to for the first time. And it definitely was one of those more chill songs, not that explosive, that overwhelming, but totally very enjoyable. The song relies mostly on two chords that repeat entirely throughout the whole song. And even the harmonies repetition created more of a stability rather than movement. It was very settled down, but also kept having these little inflections through the voice, through the instruments. Instead of progressing through different dimensions musically, the song stays anchored in the same tonal space, which gives it a steady, unchanging foundation. And because the harmony doesn't move much, the listener's attention moves naturally towards texture, rhythm, and atmosphere rather than chord changes, and I think that is why I noticed so many little add-ins throughout the whole song, and it kept adding more things to make it taller rather than bigger. The acoustic guitar establishes a constant pattern that remains steady from the beginning to the end. The tempo doesn't fluctuate, and even the strumming pattern stayed consistent. I feel like I don't hear enough of those songs. Even though this wasn't like a heartbreak song, it was more of a let me tell you what happened song. I feel like it could really be used in one of those Ross Rachel heartbreak situations when you're just like, let me think about my life. I need a chill song. This could be used in that situation. I feel that the regularity created a feeling of continuity where time felt even and not interrupted. And though they were so well structured together, I feel like the vocals were one thing, the instruments were one thing. I heard them together, but I kind of perceived them separately. On one brain, I was thinking about the story. I was like, whoa, that is a crazy story. On one brain, I was like, what? That is such a soft, calm voice. And then I was like, whoa, so many instruments, look at those background vocals. I was like thinking about multiple things at the same time. And yeah, the melody stayed within a narrow range. It avoided dramatic jumps, and I feel like because of that, the vocals felt really grounded and conversational, and because of the narration, of course. The phrasing was relaxed, with lines delivered evenly and without strong emotional peaks. I felt like I was more so observing the situation. I was imagining it in my head rather than listening to a confession or a discussion. Harmonies are present but subtle, and they make such an impact when you notice them. Like sure, in the chorus they were bigger, but at certain points there were small harmonies in the background vocals that really were like so beautiful to me. I really know how to appreciate a good harmony. They reinforced the vocal lead without overtaking it. They added depth, they added warmth without taking the focus center. And I really appreciate how nothing in the vocal range took attention away from the overall atmosphere that the song establishes. It's like they all knew what vibe they were going for, and they just created the perfect chords, the perfect vocal atmosphere, instruments to just make that happen. To make you actually imagine and feel the atmosphere when you're just wandering around on a horse with no name in the desert. It's dry, and then all of a sudden it's not. And then he was talking at a certain point about how oceans also are like deserts, but like with animals and with a right top over them, something like that. Yeah, this definitely deserves a second listen when you just pull in the lyrics and you really analyze it. Totally deserve a listen, and I just wonder what other work they have. So let me know if you guys enjoyed this video and want me to check out more. Hope you did, and if you did, please make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!